guys, it's Shannon with True Crime with Shannon, and I'm back with another video. But before we get into today's video, I want you guys to do me one quick favor. If you like the content you're seeing, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. So today, I wasn't sure I was going to talk about the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case here on the channel because it's pretty covered all over the place. But I have been following it, I wouldn't say since the exact beginning, but I've been following it pretty similarly. I started watching when Johnny hit the stand, and it's been quite the trial, I'll tell you what. So, as most of you know, whether especially if you've been watching it or following it at all, on Friday, the attorneys, both sides, did their closing arguments, and then it went to the jury. And as I am recording this here on Saturday, we're still without a verdict due to the holiday Memorial Day weekend. They will not return for deliberations until Tuesday morning in Virginia. So at this point, we don't know what's going on, and there's 7 folks that are going to decide this case. The judge on Friday pretty much gave everybody the rundown on what they needed to have the forms filled out and that sort of thing, and then both sides, Johnny Depp's side and Amber Heard's side, did their arguments to the jury and why their side was correct and the other side was wrong, and vice versa. So let me read you guys a bit about a little bit of a roundup on Friday for those that didn't get all the deets. Let's see. Just before Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's jury began deliberations, both sides of attorneys presented sharply different legal views about whether the First Amendment protected their client's alleged defamation. And this is from lawandcrime.com. That's what I'm referencing here. On Heard's side, attorney Benjamin Rottenborn argued that a jury does not even need to decide whom they believe to throw out Depp's suit over her Washington Post op-ed published back on December 18th of 2018. The editorial didn't mention Depp's name, but it noted that 2 years earlier, she became a public figure representing domestic violence. Believe her or not, Rottenborn said, that's true. This trial is about so much more than Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. It's about the freedom of speech, Rottenborn said. Stand up for it, protect it, and reject Mr. Depp's claims against Amber. Depp's attorney, Camille Vasquez, bristled at that argument. They've talked about the importance of free speech, Vasquez said, noting that she agrees with that. The First Amendment doesn't protect lies that hurt and defame people, and there's a difference, she added. Miss Heard has no right to tell the world that Mr. Depp physically or sexually assaulted her when it isn't true. Heard's domestic abuse claims against Depp span from early 2013 until May of 2016, the length of their 15-month marriage and earlier in their courtship. A UK court that considered the case broke down Heard's accusations into 14 alleged incidents, crediting a dozen of them. For Heard's theory of the case, Heard does not need to prove any of them, and she also prevails if she proves just one. Rottenborn took the further maximum view that any act of verbal, emotional, physical, or sexual abuse would make his client be a representative of domestic violence. Vasquez took a dynamically opposite view. You either believe all of it or you believe none of it. Either she's telling the truth, including in her most extreme allegations, or she's lying, the lawyer said. In both of Vasquez's summation addresses, she identified that extreme claim as the former couple's fight in Queensland, Australia back in March 2015. That's when Heard claimed that Depp sexually assaulted her with a whiskey bottle. Depp vehemently denies that and claims that Heard was the one who assaulted him with a bottle of vodka. Depp testified that Heard threw it at him and it shattered and sliced off his fingertip. For Vasquez, the jury's judgment of Heard breaks down to a simple proposition. Either she was raped by a bottle, or she's the sort of person who would get on the stand in this courtroom and lie to you and the world about being raped, Vasquez said. Casting the question into sharper relief, the lawyer added, what do you have at the end is Mrs. Heard's word. Do you trust it? Heard wrote her op-ed in her capacity as an ambassador on women's rights for the American Civil Liberties Union, which helped her write the editorial during the height of the Me Too movement. The ACLU has been criticized for its role in the case, in light of their historic role protecting the rights of due process for the accused. For Rottenborn, the values of civil liberties and Heard's cause were one and the same. We ask, ladies and gentlemen, that you hold Mr. Depp accountable for his actions, he said. Stand up for victims of domestic abuse everywhere who's suffering silence. Stand up for the freedom of speech, the freedom to speak about your life that the First Amendment protects. Give Amber Heard her voice back. Give Amber Heard her life back. Vasquez kicked off closing arguments on the same note of Depp, seeking his life back. 6 years to the day that Heard sought a restraining order against him. She said there is no Me Too's in Depp versus Heard. It's just not me-s, she added. Me's. The jury began deliberations shortly before 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So, like I said, we are in deliberations, and we're off for till Tuesday morning due to the Memorial holiday weekend. Those of you seen the closing arguments, it was quite something to see, I have to tell you. I am a huge Camille Vasquez fan. She is an amazing attorney, and as is the rest of Johnny Depp's legal team. I believe that they are an amazing powerhouse of attorneys, and that might bring me to believe that I am on Johnny Depp. I'm on Johnny Depp's side. I believe that Amber Heard has made a lot of this up. She is what Camille said. She's a liar, and she called that right on the stand. She's a liar, and it's sad that she's decided that she needs to lie about things that didn't happen. She had to make up stories. Not only were they horrible, but then she made up a story that he assaulted her with a bottle, and he did all these things to her, and not one time does she have any sort of medical record. If somebody assaulted you with a bottle and they raped you, wouldn't you be going to the hospital or doctor to be taken care of? I know I sure would, regardless of whether they were my husband or not. So I believe that she sadly does have some issues. I really do hope that she can get the mental health, care that she needs. I don't know if her current team is really helpful to her. I do really hope that she can get the help that she needs. So, and I really, those that have threatened her life, that's not right. She's an awful person to what she did to Mr. Depp, obviously Johnny Depp, but don't threaten her life or threaten her baby. She said that was threatened. I don't know how much of that's true, considering that she's sort of like the boy, who cried wolf on that sort of stuff. But if people are really truly threatening her or her child, I mean that's not appropriate. It really is not. So I believe that Johnny Depp is the one who's telling the truth. He put it all out there. He put out all of his problems, and she not once took credit for anything that she did wrong. She was up there pretending like she did nothing wrong and everything was Johnny's fault, or that she was some victim. And she's not all victim. She's really not. And I believe that, like I said, I believe she needs some help, and I hope she truly gets it. Dr. Curry said that she's got some personality disorder or disorders, and I believe that's true. So, like I said, I really hope she gets the help that she needs. I'm not sure she'll have much of or any acting career after this. I believe whether or not Johnny wins, he will. His popularity has soared up. I know his contract rather with Dior for Sauvage has been highly successful. They say they sell a bottle of Sauvage every few seconds, so that's been pretty successful for him. It's really great to see that they've stood behind him this whole time. I don't think he'll work for Disney again, although I would never say never. But we shall see. So, what do you guys think? Are you Team Depp or Team Heard? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think of the trial and Friday's closing arguments, and what you think. Are we going to get a decision on Tuesday? Is it going to be later into next week? And do you think that Johnny's going to win, Amber's going to win, or do you think it'll be a toss-up and nobody's going to win? I think that Johnny, like I said, and Camille has said, it's not about money for Johnny. It's about getting his life back. And the good thing is, I think he's getting his life back. But I would like to see him get a win because, he you know, he's a good guy in this overall. I mean, I don't believe he ever hit her at all. That's my personal opinion. So, again, let me know in the comments what you think. Again, thank you guys for checking out the channel. If you like the content, do me a quick favor, hit the like button and hit subscribe if you are not already subscribed. I love my subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you. And with that said and done, that is today's video. And I want to thank you guys and have a good one.